Good day, ladies and gentlemen of the SeemsGoodMagic family. My name is Dave, and I'm here to pilot you through a Battle for Zendikar Swiss draft. And let's just get right to it. So, I think we've opened a spicy mythic here in the Comb Firebird. I think this is as far as rares goes, it's not the best, but I think it is good enough to take out of most of the cards that you'll see in a pack, I think. But we'll go through the other cards here, just for posterity, I guess. Stonewaker, I don't mind. Obviously, you want to be aggressive in this deck. Tidecaller is actually very good. Especially if you don't see it in pack 2, pack 3, and you are already on the Awaken plan. Royal Spout is fantastic, one of the best Awaken cards, I think. Not a huge fan of the Devastator. Atlas Watcher is okay. Nettle Drone's pretty good. Tightening Coils is... I think I'm rating it higher than I should be, but I think it's fine too. But we'll just take the Firebird here. Okay. Now here we have a rare land, which is not worth anything, so I'm not going to take it. I like just Encircling Fissure. I haven't had enough to play with it, or enough chance to play with it, but I think I like it quite a bit. I think Sky Spawner, though, is one of the best commons, especially specifically the best blue common, but I think it's just the best common in this pack. And I'm not thrilled with either of the uncommons here, Scythe Leopard or... I mean, Encircling Fissure is good, but I think I like the Sky Spawner a lot more. Other options are Evolving Wilds and Snapping Gnarlid, but I think I want to stay out of greens, so let's take the Sky Spawner and see where we go. Okay, for our third pick, we have Blighted Gorge Spellland, which is fairly okay. Breaker of Armies, I think, is pretty good. But I think I like the Channeler more, just because the Channeler enables, a bunch of other things, not just, whereas a Breaker of Armies is just a Breaker of Armies. Channeler can ramp out a Breaker of Armies, and we might be able to see this later. But Channeler, I think, fits in any deck. We also have the Vestige of Emrakul, which I think is pretty good here, but I'm going to take the Channeler, keeps us open a little bit here. We still don't know if we're red or blue or anything like that yet, but Channeler goes in any deck, so let's snap that up. And here, so we have another Breaker of Armies going past, but we also have solid removal with Stone Fury. I mean, Channeler into Stone Fury is a little bit of a non-bow, but I think I'll probably take it here instead of the Breaker of Armies. Maybe we just want the Breaker of Armies. It does kind of leave us open to still not knowing what our color is. Yeah, I think I'm going to just take the Stone Fury. Removal's good. And this is pretty decent removal. So here we've got Dampening Pulse, which I like quite a bit. I don't know if it goes in this shell. And I always take it. I don't think I should. I think I maybe rate it slightly higher than I should be. Incubator Drone is okay. I might just take a Nettle Drone though. It's fantastic damage early in the game. Pings them late game. And then maybe we'll wheel something. Don't think so though, but we'll try. Ooh, and this is a super late Touch of the Void, so this shows me that red is open. We have Adverse Conditions, which I haven't really played with, but it seems decent. Incubator Drone is, we talked about that. It's okay, but obviously I like Sky Spawner a lot more. Not really interested in Royal Mage's Trick. Shatter Skull Recruit I've been impressed with, but, Touch of the Void is just so much better, so we're going to snap that up here. And here, Plated Crusher is fantastic and pretty tough to beat, but obviously we're not gonna take it here. We don't know if we're blue, so we could try to spread out a little bit. Sure Strike, not a real big fan of. Same with Royal Mage's Trick. Could just take the spell land. I don't think I like the Devastator, mostly because I think there are better cards to take. So what I'm going to do is I might just take the Looming Spires and kind of leave ourselves a little bit open here. So. Okay, so we can take Fortified Ramparts I like quite a bit. Merc Strider, not a huge fan of. It's pretty tough to get cards into exile sometimes, and a 3/2 for 4 mana is just kind of unimpressive, especially since it doesn't fly. I might just take the Valakut Invoker. Plays well with the Channeler. Consideration to take the Ondu Champion here as well, but I'll take the Invoker. Oh, interesting. Okay, so the Stonewaker came back, so we're kind of on the red beatdown plan, and we just don't know what our second color is. Could take the Wavewing Elemental. I'm not going to play Lava Step Raider. I could also just take a Fertile Thicket in case we do end up green. The Leopard is not what I want to be doing here, I don't think. At least not yet. I don't mind one Wavewing Elemental. Yeah. Okay, and we get an Oracle of Dust. So we don't have a ton of ways to get things into exile yet, but if we do, then Oracle is pretty decent, and it's a good blocker. So just a fairly good body overall. Don't know that we're blue. Let's take the Dispel, though, in case we are. It's a decent sideboard card. Hack and Earthen Arms. And a Royal Mage's Trick. Struggling with my sideboard here. There we go. So, an okay first pack, I think. I mean, we got pretty good rare or mythic. We've got good late removal. And now we kind of just need other things to do. So Cinderglade, again, not going to take it here, given that we don't know even if we're green. I don't mind a Bane, actually, and a Bane early, like channeled out early from a Sky Spawner and a Channeler is, I think, pretty decent. We've got Royal's Retribution if we wanted to shift over into white. Whiptail is fine. Again, we'd had the Merc Strider conversation. Not really interested in Rush of Ice in this deck so far. Sludge Crawler's okay, but Bane is good. It's colorless. It's, you know, generally speaking, it's a 3 or 4 for 1. Sometimes a couple of those are lands, but, you know, if it's unanswered, it can get out of control fairly quickly. So, this is interesting. So we have some very, very good cards here. We have Hedron Archive, which I love quite a bit. Blade Master I like, but I don't know if we're in the Blade Master deck. We could be. You know, is a Blade Master better than a Sky Spawner, Oracle, and Wavewing Elemental? Complete disregard if we want to shift into black. We have a Mist Intruder if we want to stay blue, and we also have a Spell Shrivel if we want to stay blue. This is very tough. I kind of just like the Hedron Archive, to be honest. Plays well with the Firebird when we're getting it back. Plays well with the Bane. You know, maybe we're just looking to ramp. But the Mist Intruder does enable our Oracle of Dust. It doesn't really do much else here, so I'm going to take the Hedron Archive. Here I think we'll just stay on the red path and take the Vestige, even though we've passed a couple. We'll pick this one up here, over the Belligerent Whiptail, I think. We could consider a Slab Hammer, but we're not really in the landfall heavy deck, and this might wheel, so... Here I'm going to take the Fire Mantle Mage. This is really the only ally that we have at this point. But I think that's okay. Given if we just get the one activation off it, I think it's still pretty decent, especially if we've got big things in play. Makes it just very, very difficult for our opponent to do anything about, so... We'll take that. And we're still kind of looking for our next color. guess we can take a Belligerent Whiptail. Don't see anything worth moving into. So we could take a Slide Runner or a Mist Intruder. Still don't really know that we're blue. Kind of missing out on all the red removal though, unfortunately. I'm going to take the Slide Runner. Maybe we will get a Slab Hammer back and feel like we need to play it. Ooh, Grove Rumbler. Or a Kozilek Sentinel. Oh. Grove Rumbler is decent. Is a Grove Rumbler better than a Sky Spawner, Oracle of Dust, and a Wave Wing Elemental? Or should we just take a Kozilek Sentinel? Or finally just take a Mist Intruder here. This is a tough pick. I'm gonna try to stay on the blue plan here, I think. We could take a Boiling Earth for the sideboard. It deals with tokens quite well. The other option is to just take a Spawning Bed. And I'll take Boiling Earth for the side. Take another Whiptail. Alright, well we got another Mist Intruder, so we'll be blue-red. I don't want another Whiptail, so I'm gonna hedge into the Slab Hammer side of things. That might be something we consider playing. Hack the Infuse. I guess second Slab Hammer just so that nobody else gets it. And here I'll take an Ondu Champion. We might not play it, but there's a chance we do. So I think what we'd like to do here is get some more removal. And possibly one more big thing to try to ramp out. Actually, I'd like the 3-mana landfall creatures. I think would be pretty good too. So we really only have 2 removal spells, Touch of the Void and Stone Fury. Although a lot of our things are like must block, like the Whiptails get out of hand pretty easily and they should trade for most things. And Stonewaker's like throwing 3 damage at their face over and over and over again, so... You assume that those things will start to get blocked at some point. Here we have... probably just the Predator. It's a pretty solid 3-drop, has to be blocked. Could give up on blue, but I think just staying on the red and with our minor blue synergy here, I think we'll do that. So I like the Predator a decent amount. Ooh, Turn Against. Definitely taking Turn Against here. Wasteland Strangler is okay, but if we had gone into blue, then we would take that. But I'm just going to yoink the Turn Against. This is just a fantastic Magic card. Might get the Kozilek Sentinel back out of this pack, but not banking on it. Interesting. So I think the Forerunner of Slaughter, is that something that I want? No, it's black. I don't want that. I thought it was blue. Probably just take the Ruin Processor, and that's kind of the end of our top end stuff. I don't think I'd main deck a Spell Shrivel in this. Ugin's Insight. Actually, Ugin's Insight is pretty good. I should just take Ugin's Insight. For some reason I forgot I was blue. I thought it was black. I blame the Forerunner of Slaughter. Yeah, get in the deck, Ugin's Insight. Oh wow. Another Tidecaller going around? That's too bad. Kind of wish we were in that deck now, because that's just a sweet card. Benthic Infiltrator, Slide Runner, Mist Intruder. I'm just going to take the Infiltrator. I think. I could be wrong. Slide Runner's pretty good. Maybe just the Benthic Infiltrator. Yeah, you know what? Let's take the Slide Runner. We'll be red aggro. Fortunately, haven't seen the kind of the extra red removal spells we were looking for. Here I might take a Cloud Manta, play it over the Ondu Champion. Guess we still have another card to cut here at some point. Maybe the Wave Wing Elemental doesn't make it in. Alright, I'll take a Rune Processor here for our kind of the end of our top end. Not play a Cloud Manta maybe. Probably don't play the Wave Wing Elemental now. Take a Tightening Coils. It's removal, kind of. Not sure what we cut for it. Ooh, Blighted Cataract. This is a control-y card, but I'm okay with it in this deck too, so that's a very good pickup. And we want to play 18 lands with it though, but I think that won't be a problem. Sure, we can find things to cut. Incubator Drone. Maybe play an Incubator Drone over like one of these Whiptails. We could do it. Maybe we don't play both of these Mist Intruders. Maybe we just play one. Because we really only have the synergy with the Oracle of Dust at this point. Ooh, Kozilek Sentinel. Actually, I mean, what if we just cut blue entirely? Like, what does that look like? 1, 2, 3. I have a Volcanic Upheaval, so I'll take the Skyline Cascade. Might not play it. So 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So that gives us 21 cards. We play a champion for 22. And then like a Slab Hammer for 23. We'll have to think about this. Like if we go mono red, let's kind of see, let's just see real quick what our mono red looks like. I don't think it's good enough. No, it doesn't feel like it's good enough to me. We'd have to play like a main deck Boiling Earth or Volcanic Upheaval. We'd play like one Slab Hammer. Yeah, right, that doesn't work, so. So, we'll play the Mist Intruders, a Tightening Coil, a Sky Spawner, Incubator Drone, maybe not. So what is our goal? Our goal here is to obviously get out these guys, but also put enough pressure on early with the Predators and the Slide Runners and the Nettle Drone and the things like that. So we want anything that doesn't really fit into that. If we cut, we're going to play the Cataract, so I want to cut 5 cards out of this, I think. And maybe try to find room with the Slab Hammer, but I don't think that there will be. So Tightening Coils, unfortunately, doesn't... I mean, we might need it because we don't have much else for removal, but it doesn't really play well with the Predators and the Slide Runners and things like that. You know, Slab Hammer on the Whiptail might not be so bad. Alright, well let's cut an Ondu Champion real quick. That's the first cut. Let's cut an incubator drone. You know, these mist intruders might not be that good, especially if blue's on the splash. Let's cut a mist intruder, incubator drone. What if, I also have an anticipate we could play. And that's not really only on, you want that early. So if we're going to splash blue, I don't know if I like that too much. So if we cut another mist intruder, brings this down to 23. And we only have 4 blue cards. Ugin's Insight is double blue. Like, maybe Ugin's Insight doesn't get played. This seems like a pretty not so great splash. So maybe we can upgrade here. Maybe we can bring in like a Wave Wing Elemental instead of like at that point I'd be cutting like a Whiptail, so maybe not. Maybe bring in a Cloud Manta. So if we cut Ugin's Insight, because that's going to be hard to cast, and then our blue splash is pretty light, and almost not even worth it. Can I find 3 cards to bring in? Not really. We have 1. Okay, well, let's play a little bit heavier blue so that we're kind of incentivized to do that. So, because Oracle of Dust is no good without the Mist Intruder. So let's bring the Mist Intruders in, bring the Incubator Drone in, cut a Whiptail, bring a Cloud Manta in, cut a Whiptail. Now I have to cut 1 card, 2 cards. I guess we could just play 17. I guess we're going to play Ugin's Insight as well. So tightening coils maybe doesn't seem like that's what we want to be doing. I mean, maybe 17 lands is okay because we have the Archive and the Channeler, but I don't think so. I really don't think so. We want to make sure we hit all our land drops if we're going to be playing early slide runners and stuff like that. And especially if we're going to be using mana on the Stonewaker. Cloud Manta go. I don't know, maybe the Ugin's Insight isn't good here with the Hedron Archive. I don't know, it feels like it is though. It feels like it's just a fantastic card. So let's dig to our big things. Maybe it is just Incubator Drone. Alright, and do we want to play Slab Hammer? I don't think we do. Alright, well, I think this is the deck. Let's do a quick sort by color. 3, 6, 9, 10, 12, 13, 15 red, and 6. But I mean, I kind of want my blue a little bit early, so Probably play Looming Spires, probably play a Skyline Cascade. So if I go like 5 more blue sources. Alright, well that's the deck. So we'll see you back here for round 1.